Hello folks, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man channel. In my previous video, when I said about remembering Pope Francis and there were and those I could imagine wouldn't imagine Thomas Aquino Manjomata or Kikuchi. Could be another one. That's another younger Japanese cardinal. I was thinking of this. We were all wrong, all right? So everybody was this for the Filipino cardinal. Everybody, you know what? We're all wrong. I even was wrong too. Why? Because it is a bit of a surprise, all right? So this is where I would say on the TV, that Robert Francis Prevost, Pope Leo the 14th, that I was just, it's a bit of surprise, right? I was thinking about one thing that I know for that. I mean, it has been, well, happy June everybody, but it has been like since May, like this Pope, I would imagine Gregory as the first Black Pope, African American and stuff. I was wrong also too. It was the first American Pope, and then this is quite a surprise. So he was doing missionaries in Peru. I mean, I wouldn't just imagine this, this is something first of a first. I mean, this is all set up when Pope Francis have done. I mean, his shoes, this man, or the Pope Leo the 14th. Yes, Pope Leo the 14th. And then there is so many things in you on social media. Oh, about LeBron James playing for the Chicago Bulls. He was a White Sox fan on the baseball side and all of Chicago sports and stuff, right? I mean, all these memes and stuff, if you are watching this, the first American Pope that we have, if you are watching this, I could tell you this. This is where I could say this. I know I have a video called My Bucket List. It's on my mind. It's in here. Talking about my bucket list, right? So this Pope, he was born in Chicago, right? He is from Chicago, right? So they talked to his brother, the Provost family, and he did so many good things for the people in Peru and in the central side in Chicago, the inner city of Chicago, right? And even what we interesting, he has dual citizenship. Being the first pope to have dual citizenship, it is kind of interesting, right? So what is going on with the World Youth Day is going to be take in Seoul, South Korea. I mean, out of all places, I mean, this is where, I mean, a country that is divided, there's so many other issues behind there, I'm just saying that we all have to need love, compassion, and kindness and all that stuff. I remember Francis going to Japan, and then after all, if we are all God's children and stuff, just to say this, and I cannot say it, okay? A human being is a human being, all right? So all of you understand that if I say that if you believe in God, God loves you, all right? So that's it. That's all I have to say. Why? Because I know the Francis has spoken up for the LGBTQ community, the LGBT community. And what I'm saying says to love one another, to love them also. If you are part of them, I'll tell you I love you no matter what, and then this leads to my heart, because I have somebody that is dearest in my heart, that I know that who I'm gonna tell you. You know that person. Well, I'm not gonna say the name, but anyway, put it this way, right? Just to say the least, WYD 2027 will be held in Seoul, South Korea. But for Pope Leo, Francis Provost, I mean, yeah, another Francis by name, I would say that the next World Youth Day should be held, I mean, not just in Japan, but out of all places, in the United States, Maui, Hawaii, out of all places. All right. So all what I have to say is that we are one big, um, you know, what's the name? What's one big Okana? All right. So Okana is the theme. I mean, Kokana means family, nobody left behind. I learned that from Lilo and Stitch, because the alien said about it. And what it is about the doing this WYD in 2030 taking place in Maui, I mean, it would be great for that. Leo the 14th is the first American Pope that I'm talking to. If you're watching this, this is it. This is it, Leo the 14th. I mean, talking about you and talking about Pope Leo the 14th, he is a great man. And then this is why it all settled in things, that everything is set. The hearse is an American made Dodge, a Ram pickup truck. And I see it. And then we have an American Pope, and then we know that how things go. And what is interesting about him, he's half Creole, and he has some dedicated to Louisiana. All right, and yes, Louisiana Creole and Haiti, and it's all this combined of cultures, right? So, I mean, I know it. I know he says what he says. We all have to, agree with him. Agree. And even though he's born in Chicago, and then he has this, yeah, Cajun flavor. I mean, because his background is kind of interesting. But put it this way, he was a missionary in Peru, and whether it is our Holy Father, and then one thing that I heard about it is that people put some memes. They're gonna put. I even heard the Hulk Hogan theme. All right, and then Pope Leo the 14th came out, chosen as Pope. Right, it was something out of shocking. It is kind of John Paul II vibe in a new twist. All right, for me, it has been in a new twist. All right, so what it is about all this is that I would love to see a WYD taking place in Maui in 2030. Even if Pope Leo 14th, you're watching this, WYD in Maui would be a great place to start WYD. All right, so I know that so many things come up to my mind and all that stuff, and then what it is about is that things are getting tough. All right, there's people trying to, I mean, a corporate corruption and stuff, you know. I mean, people, put it this way. I mean, there's things that we need to put our hands to a higher power or to God. I mean, if you are what you are, all right. So what it is to say, especially if you hop on a plane, right? Especially if you hop on a plane, because I mean the dangers of flying and without notice and all that stuff was going on, and I could say that Pope Leo the 14th would pray for people who are in danger in a faulty plane crash and everything like that, because that's how it works now. It all works in a different way, in a different tune. I mean, we are all human beings. We are all children of God. Yeah, and then what it is that even people that who are not Christian, who are Jews, who are like Buddhist or whatever, you know, there is a higher power. But you know, for Christians, Catholic and Protestants, there's Jesus and stuff. I mean, and I tell you what happened, all right? This is the time to take a stand and prayer. I mean, wherever you go, wherever you are, I mean, people needs to be wise and all that stuff. What we need in this world right now is to not to judge everyone, because we are all human beings. We all make mistakes, and we all make mistakes. That does not mean you are what you are. All right, it has been so quiet then, and I don't hear anything in the news or anything about the identity of the rainbow flag. The identity of the rainbow flag is a certain group of people that I notice. I'm not saying God forbid that somebody that I read about who support these people, who do support. I mean, I learned this not just from Francis, who says to love them as they were God's children. As I know someone that loves people who are different, people like some of you watching right there. It is harsh. It is very harsh who to judge, all right? If you're not sure who to judge people, I mean, if the boys who like boys or girls who like girls is not my cup of tea, I won't judge you. Let God be the judge. Why? Because it is your lifestyle for some of you. You know why? Because it is what it is. What I have learned from my faith, and what I have learned, whichever the Pope would be, Leo the 14th, most likely Francis, if you guys miss Francis, is to love people regardless of their orientation. All right. So, I mean, put it this way. If we know who we love, you know, just let me tell you this. We're human beings, and whoever it is, I think I stand with Pope Leo, but most likely I stand with God, who never judge, who is somebody that loves you. And people just use the name of God to say, all right, God doesn't love people like of a certain group. No. I learned this, that being that the kind of act of kindness, and that whoever it is, love the sinner but not the sin. I understand this. Why is deeply in my heart, and it touches me very deeply, right? So what I have gonna do with this, I mean, everybody, love Pope Leo the 14th, and respect Pope Leo the 14th. I mean, and everybody, I could tell you, love one another, regardless of who they are. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, or whatever. Or doesn't matter if you're gay, lesbian, or whatever. I mean, is their month, right? And people, and some of you people, if you have carry on the rainbow flag, we need to have stories of people like them respectfully, and due to respect. I mean, it is not my cup of tea, but I know that what I teach from the church is to love them the same as everybody else. Why? Because we're all human beings, and we have to have this kindness in our hearts. And we know we have kindness in our hearts. I am going to tell you in my next video, because I have noticed that all the videos coming up, the people around the world are watching. We need to love one another as God loves. And we need to not use the name of God to say, oh, punish them. No. That's where you get things wrong. That's where you get this abomination of people that use the name of God just to, judge people if they don't know. All right? Life is not about, I understand about God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, but the laws are the laws. Give to God what is to God. Give to the Caesar what is to the Caesar. The Caesar is the government. No, doesn't matter which government is. It is something that we all need to love one another. All right? And that's the point of it. The point of all these things is that I know what is in my mind. I know what is on my bucket list. There's places I wanted to go, and then there's like this this is my YouTube channel. I would love to say that with this YouTube channel, if I reach 1,000 subscribers and monetize my YouTube channel, I know that this is going to reach people out there. I don't mind what it is. I don't mind if I go out after mass, seeing a business, there's a rainbow. I don't care. I love the owner. It's not my lifestyle. I love the owner for mutual respect, because God tell me love one another. That's what it is. All right. So I hope I'll see you in the next video. And I hope that Leo the 14th would do WYD 2030 in Maui, Hawaii. And I would say, yes, I'm dressed up in a Hawaiian shirt. See you in the next video on Embargo Man. Please don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Hit the bell button. And I will see you all. And God bless you all. You know why? Because God loves you. Doesn't matter if you're straight or gay. Doesn't matter if you put a rainbow flag on your bumper sticker. God loves you. All right. So goodbye. Take care and peace out.